Hey, Shalom. Shalom to the elect of Israel, whoever you might be out there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Pada from the GMS Denver camp, doing a lesson in regards to Isaiah, the 61st chapter. All right. And it's some good news, man, for you Israelites, for us Israelites. And, it's the spirit, man, because the elder apostle Gabar is doing a live right now going into Isaiah 62. So go ahead and check that out, whenever you got time. The elder apostle Gabar just did a live, or he's doing a live right now on the next chapter. And it's through the spirit because I've been planning to do this lesson for the last couple of days, man. All right. And now I finally got time to do it. And Isaiah 61 is an uplifting chapter, man, because it goes into the power that we're going to come into as the Israelites. Because that's something that we lack in this world, man. We don't have power in this society, man. And if you ain't upset at this, then there's something wrong with you, man. Matter of fact, let's start out with another precept. Let's get the book of Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7. We'll come back. All right. And look, it's 5:55 p.m. All right. And the number 5 goes into power. So yeah, man, Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7, it says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So we're in an oppression right now, man. If you're wise, if you have, any sort of wisdom, you should be upset at this, man. All right, being underneath the heathen, having your enemy rule over you, having to clock into a goddamn job every morning to get a paycheck to give all that money to your landlord. All right, you see what I'm saying? And man, your car break down. You gotta spend money on that shit. Like, look, man, this is an oppression. This is not the kingdom of heaven. This is not the end all be all for us Israelites, man. All right, this is not the climax of life. All right, this is like a very, very low point for the nation of Israel, man. All right, so you should be upset right now at our current condition. And it's because of our rebellion, the Lord punished us and put us in this lower state. But now that we're waking up to this truth, you should be upset. All right, you should be upset, man, at how far we've fallen as a nation. All right, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and you Israelite foreigners out there, man. All right, we're a royal nation. We should be in authority, man, having abundance. Not barely scraping to get by, man. You got some Jake that is doing okay in the society, but still even, the richest, all right, monetarily speaking, the richest of us Israelites, you're still in captivity. All right, I don't give a fuck if you're a multi-billionaire. You're still in captivity. You're not making the laws, man. And Esau gonna let you know that you still on the bottom, no matter how much money you get in this society, man. And a lot of times you gotta sell out to even get to certain levels in this wicked kingdom. In the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna have to deal with that shit. Ain't gonna be no sellout Jakes in the kingdom of heaven. You're gonna be wealthy, from the time of birth, man. All right. I'm talking about the 2/3 of our people who are wicked on this side. All right, they're gonna be reborn in the kingdom after death and pain on this side, after their judgment. But when they come back through the loins of the elect, they gonna be rich, man. Wealth, unmeasurable wealth, man. All right. So yeah, man, oppression should make you mad. And the elder apostle Gabar was talking about how, man, we shouldn't be living in no damn apartment complexes stacked on top of each other, where you can hear your neighbor upstairs fucking, or if he farts loud, you can hear that through the walls. Like, that's not how we supposed to be living, man. You see what I'm saying? This is an oppression. So let's continue on. Let's go to Isaiah 61 before I ramble on too much. So here we have the book of Isaiah, chapter 61. All right, verse 1. It says, the spirit of the Lord, all right, the Lord power is upon me, because the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. And this is a quote that Yahushua quoted when he was on the earth. He actually quoted this scripture right here. Okay, because Yahushua is going to come back to bind up the brokenhearted. Who are the brokenhearted? The Israelites. All right. You see, our minds are broken, man. You see, because your heart is your mind. Look at our people, man, the condition that we're in. Waking up every day in captivity, not being able to rule anything, man, not owning anything. You don't own the house that you're living in. Though you might have paid it off, guess what? You still don't own that land. Esau still has his hand in your shit. All right? Our family, you know, your own children don't even belong to you, man. You see? Hours after hours, you know, at these damn public school systems, getting brainwashed by these damn weirdos, man. So you can't even really raise your children how you desire to. Shit, you can't even punish your children if they go off. They'll take your ass to jail. We gotta get the fuck out of here, man. We are captive. We're brokenhearted, man. Always, you know, on the bottom, man. You go into a nice establishment, you got people looking at you all funny. Like, what is he doing here? Like, that's gonna be a thing of the past, man. You should be tired of that shit, man. Here it is. We're the Lord's chosen people, but the whole world looks down on us, man. In the worst parts of the damn city. All right, Yahushua quoted. Matter of fact, let's get it where Yahushua quoted this right here. All right, here we have the book of Luke, chapter 4 and verse 14. Hey, look, 144. Hey, call Allah Yahweh Yahushua. Lord willing, us men are of that number, 144,000. But continuing on, it says right here, and Yahushua returned in the power of the Spirit into Galilee, and there went out a flame of him through all the region round about. A fame, Salakia. And there went out a fame of him through all the region round about. And he taught in their synagogues, being glorified of all. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read. Now check this out. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah, or Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, is upon me, or Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh, is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. So Yahushua was quoting Isaiah 61, verse 1. You see? Next verse. To preach the acceptable year of the Lord. And he closed the book, and he gave it again to the minister and sat down. And the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him. Because Yahushua is that one who's going to free the captives, man. He's sent by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, to free us Israelites out of this bullshit condition that we're in, man. The answer is Yahushua. He's our answer. Okay? So, I mean, that's who we look to. He is our salvation. You see? We need to be saved from this wicked society, man. We need to be saved from these heathen, man, especially these Edomites that plan to murder us in the near future and to try to put a RFID microchip in the remaining of us. Nah, man. The Lord's going to come through and destroy those plans of Esau, Edom, and these other heathen nations. As it tells you in Psalms, the 2nd chapter. Why do the heathen rage? You know, why do they imagine a vain thing? The Lord's coming back to destroy their shit, man. And that's what we need, so we can establish the kingdom of heaven. I mean, that's our true rest, because we ain't got that here. And let's jump back to Isaiah 61. So back in Isaiah 61, all right, verse 2, okay, it says, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, Yahweh, and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. And we're mourning right now, man, because the wicked is in rulership. Esau, Edom is ruling the earth, man. All right. It tells you that in Proverbs, 29 and verse 2. All right. Let's get that real quick. We'll come back. Here it is right here. The book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right. You see, when we're in rulership in our right minds, right, underneath the second covenant, right, when the Israelites, begin to rule the earth, guess what? The whole earth gonna rejoice, even the heathen. All right, because we're gonna get things back in order according to the will of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. Okay, justice is gonna be, brought into the earth. True righteousness, unlike today's society, where wicked people are able to be as wicked as they want to be. All right, where being wicked is praised in this society. All right, this is gonna come to a thing of nothing in a time when Yahweh Shah returns, man. You ain't gonna be no fucking sluts walking around with 5 and 6 baby daddies. I ain't gonna be no homosexual Israelites walking around. All right, no broke back ass Israelites. That ain't gonna be a thing, man, in our society. Okay, ain't gonna be no GMO foods, man. Chemtrails. None of that, man. All right, so yeah, back in Isaiah 61, and we only at verse 2. I'm gonna try to go through it a little bit faster for time's sake. But yeah, man, we're looking for the vengeance of our power, man. We want these damn Edomites to feel the wrath of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai and the rest of you arrogant ass heathen, all right, who look down on us, man. Verse 3, it says, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. The Lord finna reverse all these things we're going through now, man. Right now we're in the spirit of heaviness. He's gonna bring joy to us, man. Okay, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, that he might be glorified. And the Lord's gonna do this for his name's sake, man. All right, the Lord's gonna redeem us because we're called by his name. We are associated with Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, so he ain't gonna leave his people that are tied to his name in this low condition. All right, you see, his name is not gonna be tarnished. So, knowing that, he gonna raise us back up, and the process has already started through the great awakening of the Israelites. We're in the beginning stages of being put back into that godhood, all right, that we had in the beginning. All right, we're the gods of the earth. We're the judges. We're the aristocrats of the earth, man. Okay, and we're being turned back to that. But this place got to go down first, man. Esau got to be taken out first. And that's what we're calling for the destruction, the utter destruction of America, Babylon the Great, and Esau's power structure. The destruction of his beast system, so that we can get to this right here, man. All right? The Lord said he's going to wipe away all tears. Let's get that real quick. So here we have the book of Revelation, chapter 21, starting at verse 3. It says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them, and be their God. All right, this is the vision of John the Revelator, man. All right, this is the prophecy of what's coming. All right, and the men that the Lord dwells with is the Israelite men, not the men of the heathen nations. The Lord ain't dealing with the heathen, man. Verse 4, it says, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. You see all that sorrow, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. That's right. The things that we're going through now, it's only temporary. All right. You see, the Lord gonna wipe all our tears away. All the shit that we went through, the generational pain that we went through, man, these broken families that we have, all right, the curses that we've been subject to, it's going to be a thing of the past at some point in time, very soon. All right. All the signs are here of this society being taken down and the kingdom of heaven approaching with the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Salakia. So yeah, man, this is what we want to get to right here. We are tired of this shit, man. Let's read two more. It says, verse 5, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. Everything that's written in these scriptures that's supposed to happen is going to happen. This time is ahead of us, man. And it's close. And he said unto me, it is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of water of life freely. So yeah, the Lord Yahweh Shai, man, he said it's already done. All right. We're just waiting to come into it. Because Yahweh Shai is the Alpha and the Omega. All right. All right. So continuing on, Isaiah 61 and verse 4. Okay. It says, and they shall build the old waste place. It's like, and they shall build the old waste. They shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. Okay. Verse 5, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. It's talking about us having slaves, man. The strangers being the other heathen nations, man. All right, they're going to be our employees, man. They're going to be our slaves, in other words. Because right now, we're slaves to the damn so-called white man. All right? You see? So the Lord is going to turn the tables. They're going to be serving us how it should be. All right? Right now, us serving them, man, that's backwards. And it's a punishment unto us. Well, we've learned our lesson, man. Starting with the elect. All right? Verse 6, it says, but ye shall be named the priests of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. Man, we're going to be fucking flexing on these heathen, man. That's what that's talking about. We're going to be flexing on another level, man. Right now, they flexing on us, man. You know, but we're going to far surpass that shit. Okay? We're going to be living life on a level that people didn't even think was possible. We're going to have spiritual power. We're going to be immortals. Perfect bodies, unable to sin, completely righteous. We're going to have everything, man. The riches of the Gentiles, man. They're going to be bringing us gifts in the fine, precious resources of the earth. We're going to be having ownership of everything, man, unlike it is now. You see, you standing around too long, you're gonna have a damn Edomite come up to you and ask you for your damn license or your ID. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, that ain't gonna be happening in the kingdom. If an Edomite or a heathen even so much as look at us the wrong way, off with their fucking head, man. That's true power. That's what we desire, man. Real power. Okay, righteous power. Verse 7, for your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. Whoo, man. Because right now we're going through shame. All right. You see, but it's going to be reversed, man. It's going to be doubled, man. We're going to have double joy for the shame that we went through on this side. Okay, verse 8. For I, the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai, love judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offering, and I will direct their work in truth. I will make an everlasting covenant with them. And it's talking about the new covenant, man. And it's only to the Israelites. All right? Not any other heathen nation. The Lord ain't dealing with everybody. Contrary to what the Christian church likes to lie about and say, oh yeah, the Lord loves all nations. And no, man. This second covenant is only for the Israelites, just like the first covenant was only made to the Israelites. All right. Verse 9, and their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai hath blessed. That's going to be us, man. All right. The elder Apostle Gabar said, hey, we're going to have that glow on us, man. They're going to know that we're the Israelites in that day. Right now they talking shit. Oh, you ain't the chosen people. You look at you. You in the ghettos. Look at World Star Hip Hop. Look at y'all acting like monkeys and wild zoo animals. All right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because we're in a lower state right now. But in that time, you know, in the kingdom, they're gonna be aware, fully aware of who we are, man. That we are the sons of the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, they're gonna be blessed beyond measure. Verse 10, it says, I will greatly rejoice in the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. My soul shall be joyful in my power, for he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness, as a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels. Man, the Lord gonna fleece us out, man. We're gonna be, you know, on top, man. All right, we can't even really comprehend the state that we're going to be in when the Lord Yahweh Shai returns and changes us, man, and turns them tables. All right. Matter of fact, let's get a quick precept on that. All right, here we have a heavy hitter right here. Check it out. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 9. All right. And it says, but as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High hath prepared for them that love him. Starting with the elect, man. All right. The Lord got great things already planned for us to receive, man. The Lord said, hey, it's you know, your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. All right. The dominion, the rulership of the earth, man. That power. All right. In righteousness. You see what I'm saying? But it says right here, I have not seen nor ear heard, meaning, you know, we haven't even tapped into the things that the Lord's going to do for us. We can't even imagine it. Now we have, you know, great imaginations as Israelites. You know what I'm saying? We can imagine what we're going to do in the kingdom and how it's going to look, but it's not even going to be anything compared to what's really going to be given unto us, man. The Lord said he's going to make a new heavens and a new earth, meaning he's going to totally refresh this place, man. Right now, the earth is in a low ass condition. All right. The vegetables ain't really, coming in their full strength. The fruits, all right, they're weakened underneath this damn devil. It tells you back in the scriptures, man, you know, back in the day, that it took 2 strong men, all right, to carry a cluster of grapes. That's how big the fruit was back then. That's how much nutrition and that's how healthy the land was back then. Right now, you can, you know, a baby can carry a bunch of grapes, showing you that the earth is being weakened underneath these damn devils. But guess what? The Lord said he's going to restore this earth, man. There's so much that we haven't even seen on this earth yet, man. Undiscovered animals, undiscovered plants and herbs and fruits that we haven't even tasted yet. This earth is huge, man. All right. And we're going to actually be able to explore it, and not just the earth, but also other planets. The Lord Yahweh Shai said, in my Father's house are many mansions. That's talking about the other planets in the galaxy, man. Man, it's going to be off the chain, to say the least. All right. So yeah, man, I want to get this in the NLT really quick. So here we have that same verse in the New Living Translation, 1 Corinthians 2 and 9. In the NLT, it says, that is what the scriptures mean when they say, no eye has seen, nor ear has heard, and no mind has imagined what the Most High has prepared for those who love him, i.e. the Israelites, us, starting with the elect. And the Lord finna blow our minds, man. You know, right now, if you give me, you know, 50 acres, you know what I'm saying? Jacob be ecstatic, man. But still, that's nothing compared to what the Lord gonna give us, man. We're gonna have, man, acres and miles of land. Living in palaces, man. Real royalty. That's what's coming when these devils go down and Yahweh Shai returns in the midst of World War III, which is at hand. So showing you we're close, man. We're close to receiving this right here, man. All right, here's another one right here real quick. This is Isaiah 62 and verse 3. All right, really, the book of Isaiah 60, 61, and 62 are very heavy chapters going into what the Lord going to do for his chosen people, man. It's very uplifting, all right? And you need to read these things to, you know, keep your mind right, man. Because this world would like to crush your spirit, man. You got to bring into remembrance what the Lord has already said. All right. So this says right here, Isaiah 62 and verse 3, thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Yahushai, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy power. All right. We're the Lord's jewels, man. And right now he's polishing us up, starting with the elect. All right, we're those jewels. You know how Jake likes to flex? You know, Jake get a nice watch or, or a new chain or whatever. You know, he walking around, flexing, you know what I'm saying? Letting it shine. Well, that's what the Lord gonna do with us, his chosen people. He gonna flex on these motherfuckers in the earth, man. Yeah, these are my people right here. Look what I did with them. They perfect now. I ain't gonna be no more shit talking to Israelites, man. All right? We're gonna be joined unto Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, man. We're gonna be perfected. All right? Ain't nobody gonna be able to flex like an Israelite, man, in the time that we're coming into, man. In the eternal kingdom of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai. That's what we need, man. We need that. So let's go ahead and finish this off right here. This is Isaiah 61 and verse 11, last verse. Now it says, for as the earth bringeth forth her bud, and as the garden causeth the things that are sown in it to spring forth, so the Lord power will cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before all the nations. Yeah, man. We're going to be put on top. The Lord said he going to do it, man. And the Lord is not a man that he should lie. So this is why we're anticipating the downfall of this society, man. And praying that the Lord preserve us through Jacob's trouble so we can see the first dominion actually take place on the earth, man, where the Israelites are finally in rulership. I want to be there on day one, man. I want to see Yahweh shall return, in a huge fathership, man. Because when we see Yahweh shall overhead, we know we're in the kingdom, man. All right, the kingdom has come unto us. So, just wanted to do a lesson on that, man. I was kind of down today, man. Satan was fucking with me, and I remembered that I wanted to do a lesson on Isaiah 61. All right, because it talks about the good things that are to come for us, man. All right, so keep your mind on finishing and keep your eye on the prize, man. This suffering ain't forever. This lame shit that we had to go through ain't forever, man. It's almost over. We're at the end of our captivity, and the Israelites will never, ever go into captivity underneath another nation ever again, man. So knowing that, it brings peace to your mind in this chaotic and sinful world, man. So I'm gonna end this lesson right here. Hopefully this was eye-opening and exhorting and a faith booster unto you Israelites, man. All right. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right? Because without Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, we wouldn't have no hope. But we have a sure hope according to the scriptures, man. So, hey, Kwame Yasharala in the Bible Bar. Shalom.